chronic, really common chronic and 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 really common
What on
chronic and
earth?
really common chronic and 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 really common
New door.
chronic and really common chronic and really common
Oh, cool.
chronic and really common
Someone's had a fiddle.
really common chronic and really common.
Ah, this looks cozy. We have a cozy area. Breaking news. What does that say? Breaking news? How does it work? Paint sign. Huh, weird. Is that my skull? It is, isn't it? Bastards. Hi! Good morning, everyone. Hang on a second. Oh. Just gonna pour a drink. Good morning. Thank you, the one gore. Thank you very much, the one gore. Right. So, the stream has just gone live, so welcome indeed, everyone. I've just gotten back from the dog walk this morning, having taken Lulu around the park, where she tried to look for squirrels, but she couldn't find any today, unfortunately. But that's fine, she found a whole load of them fairly recently anyway, so she's a bit squirreled out. And, yeah, RIP whitelist. Oh no. Is it not working properly? Eglib and Hansi German are not whitelisted? Oh no. Okay, I think Mag's got his hands full this morning. Right, so sorry, what was I saying? Yes, so just got back from the walkies then. A quick, an update insofar as what's happening on the YouTube side of things, which is my primary focus for those who aren't familiar. I'm trying to do a video essay. It was voted for by the patrons and the Twitch subscribers in a poll, not last weekend, but the weekend before. So, I've had about 1 week and wait, sorry, my brain. It is Tuesday, isn't it? I'm not going crazy. Sorry, 1 week and 1 day working on a video essay on The Forest, which is a survival game that was released in 2014, and it's going quite well. I've got the broad structure of a script, and I'm just trying to refine it. I'm trying to take the script, and I'm trying to figure out... I'm trying to take the structure, and I'm trying to position it in such a way that I can go through my talking points effectively. So I haven't properly penned the script yet. That's my focus, probably on the tail end of this week. I've just got to get this structure done and get this all planned out so that I can do this properly. So that's it, really. So, yeah, too long didn't read is I'm trying to get a script sorted for a potential video essay that I'd like to edit. And hopefully, it can be good. Fingers crossed. We'll see. It is very good, J-Hud. It's very enjoyable. The thing is, it's hard to explain. It is enjoyable, but it melted my brain. It's a bit like playing outsider art, in that, the ideas in the game come from ideas come from left field all the time, right? It's video game logic. You don't want to interrogate video game logic because, it's a video game. But what happens when the ideas come so far from left field? Like, so far, that you're like, what? That's basically what's going on. Yeah. It was very, very, very odd. Thank you, CT Terminal. Thank you very much, CT Terminal. Right. So, this morning, I need to go and try to gather some resources for the base, as is the standard for all the members of the base. So, I need to gather wood and stone and metal, and especially high-quality metal. Okay, I'll drop some of my stuff off. Right. Can I wear this and this? I can wear this and this, can't I? I can, that's kind of cool. Put the warm jacket on. Okay, I'll put the rest of these clothes in the thing. What's warmer? They're both the same. Can I wear those? Yeah. Keep the body armor in case I have a fight. Yeah, I might need to switch to that rapidly. Keep the salvage pickaxe there, because this one is probably going to break. Alright. And go put these 2 sets of binoculars up on the watchtower. Right. Good morning, D-Machine. Good morning indeed. Oh, wow. It goes up 1 higher level now. Someone's been busy overnight. We have a pool! Do I trust Tom to have put me on the whitelist for that turret? Okay. We have a pool! Cool! I'm wet. In a freezing biome. That probably wasn't wise. Too cold. Okay. What's the... Okay, the sun has just come up, so I best go get busy then. Yeah, the base has come a long way. It's rather cool. Thank you, Sigma Gore. Thank you very much, Sigma Gore. How are you all doing? Thank you, Astronut, and me, Mimicry, CT Terminal, and Zongius. Thank you. Wait a minute. Did that wrong. What? What's going on? Oh! The door automatically opens when the elevator arrives? Oh, look! Someone's been very busy. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Okay. You too, true backup gamer. You too. Alright. So here's our metal stores. Medical supplies. I'll just take a couple more of these just in case I get into the shit, TM. Okay, drop off this charcoal. What's that? Sorry. That sign sucks. What bitch places a sign on a box, it fucking blocks it? I did that. I was going to do individual pictures, but then I tried to draw a cog, and it looked like a donut that was having a panic attack. Hang on. Hello, this is the Rusty Rail SovietWomble speaking. How may I direct your call?
I have a question.
What is your question, caller? Don't say it.
Two mind readers read each other's minds.
Don't.
Whose mind are they reading?
Sorry, repeat the question?
If two mind readers read each other's minds, whose minds are they really reading?
Each other's minds. Just because you're reading someone's mind doesn't mean
Which
that
one
you're...
exactly?
Well, just because you're reading someone's mind doesn't mean you're not having your own mind, your own stream of consciousness. You're just that... Like, reading a book doesn't mean that you are the book.
But if one reads the other's mind, this mind is in his mind and the other one reads the other mind. So he's reading essentially his own mind, reading the other's mind.
Okay. They're both reading each other's minds.
So aren't they reading their own minds at the same time?
City caller.
Hello there.
Hello, is that SWAT?
That is indeed me, and I just heard Funker on the phone.
Was that Funker?
That sounded exact. Well, first of all, you can hear it in his voice, but also the stupidity of the question really gives it away.
How are you?
Yes, I feel alive.
You feel alive?
I feel better. Like, I'm almost, now I feel like a day or two and I'll probably be back to completely normal.
Good.
So, yeah, it only took me then like 1.5 or 2 weeks to get rid of this flu. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's good, man. Well, yeah, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I just want to go back and, go back to the gym and do some stuff, but,
Gym? Why would you go to the gym? That's for healthy people.
I know, right? Disgusting.
I know.
But, no, it's just, I just got so used to it. It just becomes part of your daily, rhythm and schedule. And now I've just been sitting here at home alone again, playing video games like a hermit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're well. Hang on.
Yes.
I realised I left the cupboards open. Yeah, no, glad to hear your feet. You're steadily healing. And also, hi there, Q. I hope you're very well, Quebec. Yeah, over here things are all right. Just walked the dog. Gonna crack on with work after a stream. Yeah.
Of course. How's that essay coming along?
It's going very well. I really hope it'll be entertaining. I feel like I'm exploding with like the desire to sort of talk about everything that I've found.
Yeah, it's this urge to talk about. It's like I have to get this out.
But I worry that if I do it without a structure, I'm just going to sound like a raving nitpicker.
Yeah, you're gonna ramble without any editorializing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think it's quite easy to nitpick without. You need a structure. You need to points and counterpoints.
Yes. Yeah. Otherwise, it just becomes too rambly.
Yeah.
I mean, the YouTube video essays have been a genre for a while now, and quite honestly, while I really enjoy them, generally, in recent years, people have started making them a bit too long.
Yeah.
Like, I can watch a 2 or 3 hour video essay on a topic, but once it cracks the 5-hour mark, you really start losing me at one point.
Oh, God. Yeah, you got to be in and then out, you know?
Yeah.
Quick in, quick out.
Yeah, it's like, man, keep it a bit short, just cut a few things here and there, just, yeah.
I mean, sometimes if they're well structured enough, then the length is good.
It can work.
If they start going down stupid tangents that have no relation to the actual subject matter, then it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do need the time, though, to really, explain the context. It's like, okay, so we want to talk about this today, but to explain this, I first have to explain all of that. And I get that, right? It's like, if it ends up being, 2 to 3 hours for a topic, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But again, like 5+ hours, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
The only long-form videos I really like, but those were game reviews or more or less analysis, were Joseph Anderson's videos, where sometimes his, like, fucking Witcher videos, like, 5-6 hours or so?
Yeah?
Like, yeah. Or like the video on Zelda Breath of the Wild is also like 3 hours, but he goes over like every single shrine in the game, which is like over 200, but not in a detailed manner. He's just like, I've categorized them all, and I'm gonna explain how this is all structured.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can see why this ends up being longer, but yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Like, there's it's like 5 hours, so it's probably exactly what you don't like, but it's a breakdown of the. I can't remember her name, sorry. There's an actress that played Doctor Who in Britain, the TV show Doctor Who.
Mm.
And apparently the writers did not understand how Doctor Who works. And this guy... damn it, I was going to say H-Bomber guy, but it's not, is it? I've forgotten his name. This YouTuber does like a 5-hour breakdown of and it's really interesting. You like he's citing all these examples of prior Doctor Who's and like going, and sometimes the actual Doctor Who character turns to the screen and explains, the point. It's incredible.
Right. See, then again, if it can be well structured and 5 hours long and still entertaining.
Yeah.
But
like if it's well
really
done.
Did you get that? Yeah, that is difficult. Making a 4 or 5 hour video that doesn't lose the audience somewhere in between, that's difficult. That's a skill.
I just put it on in the background when I'm working.
Yeah, that's the classic, the good old
yeah.
podcast or like background noise.
And a video essay does well when I'm working, and then I stop and I turn and I look at the video essay intently. Like if they say something that's like so incredible that it's like it's no longer a radio show and I'm paying full attention, it's like, ooh.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
Instead of just droning monotone, you've got like an incredibly good point.
Yeah, that's pretty relatable. Do you have any, do you already know how long your essay is going to end up being? Do you have like a rough structure you had already?
I don't even have a script.
No, okay, right.
Ask me later. Ask me at the end of the week.
Gotta have to work out that script first, or the rough structure.
But it's so odd. Like, the deeper I go into this structure, the more strange it is. Like, I mentioned this to Social. Sorry, it might have been Duckslayer, sorry. It's just like the more you scrape away, there's like no mechanic that you can look at in this game that doesn't have something odd with it.
Right. This seems like prime material to talk about the development of early access games again.
I would, but I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. I just want to stay focused on this thing.
Yeah, it's just because the way I haven't played it myself. The way you described it sounded exactly like the classic early access development hole that just ends up changing everything along the lines.
Yeah, you put in a bunch of mechanics because other people are putting in these mechanics and they're popular on the market right now, but you don't know why. Like, forget. Like, this game in particular, I think, you could do a whole video essay on Rust, because it's very obvious that, at least initially, the developers had no idea why the individual mechanics are there. Like, it's quite clear that I'm willing to bet money they never played DayZ Epoch. Like, back in the day. The original developers never tried it.
I felt like it was more of a case of these are all our favorite mechanics in a survival game. Let's just try to make our own version of it and put everything together.
But if that's true,
like,
then why were there no land mobility, no air mobility, no trade zones, no missions, no... were there airdrops initially, starting off?
I have no idea, but this sounds like that sounds like it could be explained with the development scope and having to push the product out as an early access product before you have all of that ready.
Sure, but when was Rust released? What year? Sorry.
That's a good question.
And then when were horses put in? Just the length of time is quite shocking.
Rust release date. It came out on December 11th, 2013.
Cool, yeah. So on the tail end of the explosion of DayZ Epoch's popularity at the start of 2013.
And the horses came on June 6th, 2019.
Wow, you're kidding.
6 years.
That's what I mean. They've never played Epoch, have they?
Apparently not.
Or at least back in December. They copied the mechanics and they didn't know why people were finding them good. When did the trade zones get put in? A staple of Epoch.
Trade zones release?
I didn't know that. That's shocking.
Let's see. Apparently one website just says it has been a key part since release, but there's no...
No, that's not true.
I don't... That's
At
weird.
least I don't remember trade zones back when we first did...
Do they mean early access release, or do they mean full release?
I have no idea.
Also, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Funka.
How are you, Funka? Nice to have you on the phone.
Good call.
No, I don't know which phone call you mean. What did he say?
They're reading each other's minds, you dingus. Just because you're reading someone else's mind doesn't mean you stop having your own mind. It just means you're reading someone else's mind at the same time as having your own mind.
Yeah,
So here's
Reading a
also
book.
with the others' minds, which
What?
you're also reading.
Here's a good tip. Don't take whatever Funka says too seriously. don't ponder those questions too much.
No,
they are
no.
nonsensical to
No,
begin with.
I want to start drinking in a pub with Funka, and then the two of us are going to go into a corner and just get stuck in a loop for like 4 hours.
I have been drinking with Funka IRL, and I don't know if this is a good experience.
I can see that happening. This is too real, to be honest.
Yeah.
Funka, the last time we drank, we spent how many hours trying to get fucking Linux working on your laptop?
Do you count the disassembly of the ThinkPad as well?
You did put in a new keyboard into the laptop. That was fairly impressive. And he, on fucking New Year's, is like, hey, SWAT, look at this. Hands me his old ThinkPad and pulls out a replacement keyboard out of his backpack. I'm like, the fuck are you going to do? He's like, I'm gonna exchange the keyboard. I'm like, now? Yes. Well, fuck it, let's go. And then your girlfriend wasn't very impressed with us. We were just sitting there New Year's Eve at the party exchanging...
Nerding out.
Exchanging the fucking keyboard on the laptop.
Basically, replacing the keyboard and trying to get Arch Linux to work on a T60 ThinkPad.
Huh?
Wasn't too difficult at the end, but it's just annoying.
Thank you, Sneaky Squiddy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sneaky. And thank you, Hitman and Ghibli. Thank you both
Is
of
it
you.
Arch? I always... forget.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I can totally see that happening. And it's not gonna be 4 hours, more like 6 maybe.
Classic. We were also the only team that were... Funka and I decided to be the responsible ones that evening, which is a rare... which, at least for Funka, is rare. But we were dealing with an open flame, and Nico was so drunk he smashed his mother's decorations accidentally at one point. We were like, Well, he fell over, knocked something over, but all good. I was filming that, so all good. Like didn't have to help, but I was filming, so got that moment. 10 out of 10.
Otherwise, I'm quite alright, I think.
Good to hear it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Works.
I just remembered, Funke. I said we were the responsible ones. You were dumping Spiritus into that flame like there's no fucking tomorrow. What was that? I just remembered. Never mind. You just took. Never mind. Funke wasn't being responsible. That motherfucker was about to start a major fire.
Look, it was a what's the correct wording? A controlled discharge.
A controlled discharge. That flame. Anyway.
But yeah, work in the background. Bit of
Work,
couple
quote-unquote.
of clients being a bit pesky, but otherwise good. How's you?
Yeah, just got back from a dog walk. Just gonna do a bit of Rust and then get on with work.
Oh, is Lulu alright?
Sorry?
Is Lulu alright? Is she tired now on the sofa?
she's good. It wasn't the best walk. She didn't find any squirrels, but
Oh,
Aww.
yeah, she's fine. She's being a
No
dog.
squirrels.
Hang on, I gave her a pig's ear. Has she hidden it? Oh no, it's on the floor. It's fine. But yeah, everything's all right. Yeah, Swat, you sound like the type of person though that would probably enjoy like. Do you sit there watching anime video essays for hours?
I have done that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are anime video essays?
Yeah. They do exist.
there's a lot of video essays.
I haven't
It's,
ever seen them.
Quite interesting. It's. I mean, it's the usual essays, just you know, like taking and analyzing and taking apart the story, but you know, just anime often. It's quite nice. But yeah, no, I do like video essays. They're nice.
Have you seen those
Like-
video essays by that director guy who deconstructed some video essays?
I've not actually.
It's the guy that directed a superhero film called like Shazam. Is it Shazam? Kablam? It's a guy in a red suit.
Yeah,
I'm not a superhero guy.
I think it
But
is Shazam,
he directed it, and then he was explaining how, like, as being he was basically doing a video essay on what it's like to be a director, and he was pointing out that all of these little things that people were presumably noticing about the film, like, this little subtle hint, like this girl was too slow to tie her shoes,
Yeah,
and
it's like,
therefore,
no,
at the end of the
yeah.
film, she got speed superpowers, and that's the payoff to that arc. And it turns out, no, they just didn't have her for filming on that day. So they needed an excuse for why she wasn't outside on the outside set because she wasn't there. So it's like, oh no, she was too slow to tie her shoes.
See, that's something that I always have a bit of a gripe with when people try a bit too deep to analyze things. Like
without the
there is like major meta-analysis that can obviously be done in a story, but like when you get a bit too deep into it, it's exactly the same downfall a lot of the fan communities always have with fan theories and videos, where like every single frame, it's like, is this foreshadowing? Does this mean? No, it's probably just the normal side effects of filming something. Not everything has to be a clue. Like not everything is planned for seasons, ahead of time.
So, at the risk of spoiling the video essay thing, that's one of the topics that's so strange about the forest, right? Let me set the scene for you. You enter a room in a cave, yeah, and then you find that there are dead bodies which are like in the cave, right? And they're all positioned in an extremely specific way. One is on a bunk bed, like he's dead, obviously. The other one is like crouched down over a fire, and the other one is positioned in such a way like he's a samurai. Like, you know how samurai, what's the called? Like ritual suicide with a katana, like
Seppuku, yeah.
Yeah, is that seppuku with but the head cut
seppuku.
off one, not the belly
No.
one?
No,
Yeah,
seppuku, you cut your belly first.
Oh,
And then the second person cuts your head.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, the bodies are positioned in such a way, and to sort of ram home the point, this guy had a back tattoo. Sorry for anyone's eating, and the cannibals have basically removed it and put it as like like I don't know the name for it. The samurai flag that appears behind. They wear their colours as like flags on their backs with bamboo.
You mean those banners that they have?
You know the one? Basically, it's like that, but it's his back skin as opposed to like the flag colours. It's got like a fish or something on it, right?
Right.
So
right.
it's incredibly like, look at this now, right? It's pay attention to this clue. Do you know what the clue is?
What?
There is no clue. It's just here's where you get the katana.
Oh, that's so stupid.
It's literally where you get the katana in the game, and it was introduced in patch 0.2, I think it is, after release.
Oh, and so that it is a significant sign of it being released into the game, they put the whole samurai thing there as a gimmick.
It ties to nothing. It has no bones in the story at all. Nowhere. Can you see why it sort of melted my brain a little bit? And that's
if you don't know that, and you start playing the game now, you see this and you think, oh, this seems significant.
This must be significant. And that's not the only one. There's like 4 completely separate ways that the bodies are staged in extremely specific, look at this now sort of ways.
Yeah.
And it has no bones. There's nothing in the story that connects it. It's just, we thought this would look cool, and here's a chainsaw, or here's a katana.
Right. Here's a patch, and there's some visual items, just so we have a reason for this item to be in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
That's annoying.
Like, because I'm sitting there as the viewer. Sorry, back to our conversation where it's like not everything is a clue. I'm sitting here as the reader, the viewer, and I'm like, okay, so that's a clue. That's a clue. That's obviously a clue. And then you juggle these facts, and when the result doesn't come out right, it's like playing a game of cards, and you've got like 3 times the number of cards.
Yeah, I can see why that's very frustrating. That's a bit of an odd experience.
Yeah.
Especially because, as far as I understood, I watched you play a bit on stream. It was quite for being a survival crafting type of game, it was quite story heavy.
Very.
So that seems odd that they would compromise the story in such a way, willingly or like knowingly or not. That's just, it feels a bit tone deaf almost. Just because it's such a, because most games like this are not very story driven. They don't have a story, or it's more environmental storytelling, very basic. So having an actual like story with a beginning and an end, more or less, is already a significant departure from the norm. So you would think that's something you would do very carefully.
I know.
With a lot of attention to.
And it doesn't help that also, if you have a mystery story, naturally,
on top,
people are going to be paying a bit more attention, because obviously they know that the clues, they've got to put the clues together.
The expectation is that there are going to be clues, and we can try figuring things out.
Like, you know with Sherlock, that BBC Sherlock? Apparently, I'm not a super fan, but apparently I was told that in a video essay on it, that was one of the big faults of the writing for that, is that they didn't give the audience sufficient clues to actually put the show together. They would just say, oh, Sherlock just comes back at the last minute with, yes, I spoke to the homeless network or something, and I got this hard drive that tells me the answer. And it's like, what?
What?
Like, well, the audience didn't have any information on that.
Yeah, the homeless network is a bit of a plot device, I feel like.
But the writer just comes out of nowhere and says, oh yeah, Sherlock, like, magically figured out the answer on his own, and isn't he smart? Apparently. I'm not a Sherlock fan.
I remember watching like the first 1 or 2 seasons and thinking it was quite okay. I don't know how many they actually made at the end.
Didn't they make...
3, 4?
I think they made like 3 or 4, but then something went really wrong with the last series. Like, really, really, really wrong. To the point that the fans rejected it and thought it was a joke.
Yeah, I remember hearing that people weren't particularly happy with the last season.
But more specifically, they thought it was a joke, and it was like a setup for a secret season that was being filmed.
Ah, the classic. Ah, yes, this is so... Clearly, this can't be the actual ending. There must be another secret episode coming.
Yeah.
That's the same fucking copium people were huffing at the end of Game of Thrones.
But it was like something to do with the fact that the episode was so, like, weirdly constructed and so poorly done that they thought it was on purpose. They thought it was
Right.
made wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It always comes back to people really not knowing how to end a story, isn't it? Doesn't it?
I can't remember with it. Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
remember this.
Because if it's like the last season, it's like the one that's supposed to, tie everything up, and that's usually where stories fail for some reason. On the this happened. Okay, so I'm gonna have to quickly go into the realm of anime and manga again. But
Okay, yeah, no,
but
go-
wait.
go ahead.
So basically, a lot of mangas and animes originally start out as light novels. So it's essentially just novels written that are published in, just published in shops in Japan usually, and they are, usually divided in chapters and then volumes. So they're usually smaller booklets, and to attract attention. Because they're all lined up on the shelf. The titles eventually became longer and longer and more descriptive.
Is that why?
Yes, it started as a joke in the light novel author realm, in between them, who can make the funniest title. But it became somewhat of a staple because you can't even judge a book by its cover because you can literally only read the title, on the side. So these titles became longer and longer and more descriptive. I've been, I was reincarnated here and I've been leveling up for 300 years or some shit. And people know
I
it's
have no
okay,
idea.
Yes, it's okay, people, so you basically get the mini synopsis on the side just so you know what the fuck the story is about.
That's
and-
what?
Sorry, after you.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a mistranslation. I thought,
no, they
I-
are.
Yeah. I thought those really long titles was because in Japan, it just translated into English. That's what that means? Because we don't have the words?
The titles are exactly as long in Japanese. They are they're like an entire sentence, pretty much. And that's just translated. It started as a joke, more or less, but
I
it
didn't
became
know
a
it was
really
a joke.
it became a really useful
Thank you,
tool
Brown,
because
thank you.
it's a mini synopsis, right? I know exactly what the story, as a person who has read a lot of manga and read a lot of light novels, I know what I expect. I can see the title. I'm like, I know what the story is about. Right?
I thought it wasn't on purpose. I thought it was a mistake, effectively.
It's really what are examples of that? Any look at current light novel trends, and you see a lot of
Yeah,
it.
it's like my
I
grandma
agree.
was abducted by a small frog and then kept
Is
in
it
the
wrong?
realm of...
Is it wrong
Is
to
it wrong
try
to
to pick up girls in a dungeon? Yes,
What the
Right.
fuck?
that's a
Can your little
classic
sister
one.
really be this cute?
Yeah.
What
The time I
fuck?
got reincarnated as a slime,
The wrong
it's
way to use healing magic.
The wrong way to use healing magic. Yes,
The
classic.
regular at Magic High School.
Yeah. They're pretty classic. So
In another world with
yes,
my
or
smartphone.
Bunny Girl Senpai. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That's a classic. But yeah, so basically, the way this works from a product perspective is these light novels are published and they are serialized, but it depends on the amount of volumes they sell, basically. So a lot of these stories start with a really amazing hook, right? Which is basically the title. And they start off really strong with a really interesting world and a very interesting hook. And then after the first 1 or 2 arcs, about half of these stories just fall apart. Because they were, I guess, popular enough for the publishing company to tell the author, yeah, we're going to finance more volumes. And the author just going, yeah,
Oh, I
fuck.
see.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
they start off with this really strong hook and really neat idea, and then they have no fucking idea what to do afterwards. That has happened to me several times now that I've read a story that starts off really strong, it resolves the initial conflict more or less within an arc or two, and then it's like, oh, now I have to continue the story. Well, shit.
Tournament
Yeah.
arc.
It's easy. Just throw boobs in.
It's it
Just
happens
boobs and waifus.
really often.
It'll sell.
Yeah, no, you see this, if you read enough of these, you see this as a repeated pattern all the time, where it's clear that the author had this idea, this initial story arc is there, it's finished because they don't know if it's actually going to be serialized any further, and then the publishing company just goes, oh yeah, we like this, or like it's selling well enough, can you make more? And they're like, ha 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 ha, fuck. So like this whole like tying up stories and coming up with new stuff and ending stories properly, it's a problem everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just a general story problem. But
Back
yeah,
in a second,
it's
sorry.
classic.
True backup gamer, preferably dev blogs, so descriptions of who was working on what and when, sort of thing. So in-depth breakdowns, so less about here's the patch and customer, look at what we've got, and more as close as you can to the actual developer's thoughts on the topic of whatever.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry, back.
And then the talk made me think, oh, I like this topic. I will contribute to this topic.
Ah yes,
I
the anime.
contributed.
waifus, yes.
Waifus, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we've got 3 degenerates and Soviet.
And then all me.
Let's go. But yeah, I have to continue the other rom-com you sent me, Funka. I was talking
Thank you,
about. I
Dark
did talk about
Stars.
the other one, the Sensei one, like yesterday, I believe, on the stream. That one was really cute. That one was really nice. I need more. I need my rom-com slice of life stories.
It's kind of
I
hard
need the.
to find them though recently.
Yeah.
I
I
just
like.
need them to find the one.
Thankfully, here's a one good thing. Thankfully, I like isekais, so I don't run out of stories. 'Cause my god, so many.
Okay. Oh, the dog's farting. Good God, that's horrendous. Whoops, shit.
In other news, built a Lego guitar.
You build a Lego guitar. Okay.
Yeah, Fender Stratocaster, and it has a little amplifier too.
Very cute.
Noise.
Is,
It was
any-
very fun.
is anyone in the clan really big on Lego?
Yeah.
Molly.
Molly? Is he big on Lego?
Molly. I've got a bunch of
Molly's huge
Lego.
on Lego.
Is he?
Yeah.
Thank you, Root Kid. Thank you very much,
I've
Root
still
Kid.
got like 3 sets I have to finish over here. I've got a Leopard 2 main battle tank, a Puma IFV, and a Tiger tank still over here. Yeah.
I has had a couple of sets as well. But not really. I don't think he's really big in that sense. Just like the sets.
Of course, what's Legos are tanks. Yes, of course. What those aren't legit Lego, are they? No, because Lego doesn't want to promote real wars because they don't want to, you know, they don't want to glorify real wars and war equipment. In the meantime, Kobe is like, haha, hold my Wehrmacht.
Yes, because they make models for children's what? Cars that cost like
Yeah,
$500.
exactly. That's why they have $800 models that are rated 16 plus for the
Exactly.
collectors.
This Stratocaster guitar
Thank you,
was rated
Commissar. Thank
18
you very
plus,
much,
and they
Commissar.
didn't even ID me at the store.
My God. I mean, if I saw
no.
you in a store, I would ID you, Bevan.
Well, I would
Why?
have the moustache and goatee going, so.
Are you
I-
quite young looking?
Without the one time I saw him, he didn't have a beard, and yeah.
Yeah, I look quite youthful.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
Yep.
I'm the type of guy executed questions if I should be at a pub.
Ah. You get given the children's menu at like the restaurant.
yeah.
Oh,
To be fair, when I saw
I could
you,
get away with that
Bevan,
until I was 16, and then yeah, you need to be 12 or under. I could still order from that menu.
yeah, with one time I saw you, you were also like a walking beanpole, right? So that doesn't help.
I'm a lot heavier now.
A
Okay?
lot heavier, sure.
Yeah.
You were like
Yeah.
you're like 185, and you were like what 65 kilograms.
Yeah. It used to be 59, then I broke the 60s.
You broke the
And then
69,
last year
let's
I
go.
broke the 70s, and this year I broke the hefty 80s.
Oh boy, but is that muscle mass or have you just put on fat?
This year I
bit of
broke my
both.
scales.
You broke your scales. Oh no.
That's not good. Poor scale.
I mean,
No.
with a hammer, or did you stand on it?
No, I went for a jog yesterday,
Ooh.
and to celebrate, I had an entire packet of Skittles,
Ooh.
like a really big packet of Skittles,
A pick of what?
and then sweeties, sorry, candy.
Ah.
And then afterward, no, technically I did that before. Then I went for a jog, and then I looked at the packet when it was in the bin. And I was like, how many calories? Oh,
That's gonna be
Yeah.
like what, at least like okay, it depends on the size of the package. But,
400.
400 grams?
calories.
Oh, 400 calories overall. 400 kilocalories. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
Well, I
reminds
wish it
me
was
of one
only.
of those-
I wish it was only 400 calories. That'd be simple.
but yeah,
That's I don't know. That bugs me because people like the units. Units. It's important. It's kilocalories, not calories.
whatever, kilocalories.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of vital. That's like 3 extra zeros.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a minor difference if it's 400 calories or 400 kilocalories, which are 400,000 calories.
400,000 calories.
Yes.
Don't they? Sorry, to figure out the calories, don't they just literally put it in a fire?
You do, yeah, the thermal energy, basically. You kind of burn it and then you approximate it. Yeah.
You make this lovely meal, then you just throw it in the fire. How hot does it burn? Oh, it's very unhealthy.
Yes.
Ah. Good old Brennwert.
Ja, Brennwert, ja. The German is showing. No, units are important. I have none of you ever paid attention in physics classes.
I mean, not just physics. I'm pretty sure they're important in other places too.
It's always the physics teachers, which are like, units! Pay attention to the units!
You get stabbed if you mention Fahrenheit in Australia.
You do?
Justifiably so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Based.
Punishable by death.
Yeah,
Ah.
based.
We do not use Fahrenheit here.
Good. No one should.
No one should use miles either. Miles
True.
is stupid. England,
Yes.
fix your
I know. England's fucking weird.
Metric, woo!
Yeah, because like we
go.
drive in miles, we weigh in stone.
The
fucking.
stone one
Yeah.
is really stupid, though.
Oh dear. What else is there that's weird? Like fucking fishing. Like I keep like all the anglers that I talk to, everything's in pounds, and it's like I don't know fucking pounds. Who does pounds?
That
And the-
said, I know pounds and inches because archery goes in pounds and inches
Oh really?
as well, yeah. Like the draw weight and the length of stuff.
But yeah. We drive on the wrong side of the road. We drive on the right side of the road.
No, you're driving on the left side. which
Yes,
is
we
the
do,
wrong
but
side.
we also
Which is the correct side of the
Yes.
road.
Left side is not the correct side.
It is the correct side. 'cause
How?
if you need to draw your
Yeah,
sword.
so draw your sword. If some scallywag comes riding at you on the opposite side of the road, you got to be able to pull your sword from the scabbard swat.
That's why I have a pistol.
We built our
What if you
roads
have a
before the
reverse
invention of
holster, you know,
pistols.
on the other side, you know.
Pistols didn't exist when we built all the roads, so technically the Romans did and we stole them. But still,
God damn it.
Plus, if we drive around,
Do
our
you even have
country,
a sword,
we can do it
actually?
quicker if we drive.
I did.
You had one? Because I have a sword behind me, but I don't think this would be
Whe-
suitable for...
when I was a teenager in that phase, I bought like a katana sword thing replica, and then it was just sitting in the corner of my room. I'd forgotten about it for years, and then I found it, and I asked my Lulu's dog sitter has a son, a teenager, and I said, does he want this? Because I bought it when I was like 14, you know. And he said yes, and I told him it's a replica, so don't like swing it around. Of course, the first thing he did is go into the garden and swing it around, and apparently, it's a real sword. Like,
Yeah.
I thought the metal didn't extend into the handle, but apparently it does.
Not a full tang.
It-
but
it's-
okay, so
it's full
so
tang.
If it's so if it's a decorative sword, it might still be a full tang design, but it might be made out of inappropriate steel.
Yeah.
Like,
Question.
for example, instead of using proper carbon steel or with the right carbon content, it might be using spring steel and end up being, way heavier. Which then could end up being dangerous if you swing it around because it might be too hard and not flexible enough, so it could shatter.
But regardless,
with too much impact force.
he went into the garden and started slaughtering all the fruit that he could find from the nearby
Nice.
shops.
I have a question.
Better than I did. I just started slaughtering the local insect population. When my grandfather gave me a hammer, there weren't a lot of worms left afterwards, but that's a different story.
You went around hammering worms?
Yeah, I was very fascinated by the fact that one half would just keep living on and try to escape.
That's like
What?
serial killer shit, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
What
I
the
think
fuck?
it's normal in Germany. My cousin and I used to get a deodorant and a lighter and
Yes.
spray the ants.
No, with the ants, I would just use boiling water to flush out the ant colonies.
Kids are supposed to have chalk and draw circles around the ants and laugh at them.
You monster!
What?
Yeah, we're a plague in my grandma's garden.
Yeah, same.
But
Yeah.
Soviet, did you find that katana next to your fedora?
No, never. No. This was like when I was fucking like 13 or whatever. 14, 13.
You didn't have a fedora at 13?
No, it wasn't a thing back then.
I had a fedora.
You had a fedora?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Mafia style.
What's this thing?
You are the right person to have a fedora.
No, offensive. No.
Can I remind Chad that SWAT owns firearms? Yeah, I tricked the German state into giving me a weapon ownership card. No idea how I did that. Yes.
Well, SWAT.
I'm a
if
well-adjusted human being. Yeah.
I shall now threaten you. In my hands I have 8 arrows, not ready to be shot yet, but I will fletch them and then I will shoot them
really
at you.
want to have this duel, Bavin?
Yep, 10 steps, and then we turn around and.
I think I'm still faster, and I have more bullets.
No, I've got some more arrows elsewhere.
SWAT, do you really eat raw pork? Yeah, I don't know. Someone mentioned that as well. That is not a me thing. That's a German thing. The Germans in chat will back me up. Met is great.
What is it? Were the Swedes the one who did raw beef, and you were having an argument at which one's okay to eat raw?
Both are okay to eat raw.
Don't eat raw meat.
No, they're
You're gonna get
not.
tapeworm.
What? Beef tartare is completely normal.
Don't
That's
eat
just
raw meat. You're gonna get tapeworm.
No.
Yeah, what is that? What have I just turned off? Weird.
I feel like I am having a deja vu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is,
we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
We've had this.
And SWAT still won't admit he's wrong.
Because he's
Funker.
right.
Yeah, Funker's gonna back me up. Met is great.
Funker's also wrong.
The Germans are right, you are wrong.
Right.
Provide me with an efficient answer.
What, you will get
can't
trichinella
do
by
it, you
eating
can't
raw
do it,
pork.
see?
No,
You
you
won't do it.
don't. The meteor is tested for trichinosis and other parasites, has to be.
And the results came back inconclusive. You're wrong.
That is not how... What?
Please, I need this SWAT.
No. You're wrong. And you know me for long
No.
enough, Bevan, that you know that I won't back off.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I don't back off for the sake of peace. If I'm right, I'm right. Fuck off.
Hang on. Yeah. What's your plans today, folks? Is there anything good?
I will be repeating my plan from yesterday, which is eating food, streaming, reading some manga, going to bed. 10 out of 10. Let's go.
Work, Rust, and Jim.
Nice. Let's
I'm
go.
going to fletch these 8 arrows and play with my bow down the road and sit around and think about life.
Ah, yes, understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to do this for a bit and then go get on with trying to write this script for a video. And, yeah, then back stream afterwards. Hang on. But yeah, having fun. Okay, hang on.
Good times.
That's good.
I'm now trying
Oh,
to
boy.
guard the furnaces.
Ooh, there's a new patch for the new hunting game. Let's go. Well, I'm playing later.
Did you say that? Call of the Wild Angler Edition or something?
Ah, yes,
That's
they're
what I
the
said.
new angler. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
really
a new
care.
fish game.
Yeah. I will see if it's any good. I've already told you about that weird guy in the tracksuit thing. The fishing game.
No.
I installed on Steam. I installed a fishing game that I bought ages ago, or like I was gifted ages ago, and there was this guy like on the loading screen, and he basically a completely different sort of fishing than I was expecting. Like he's standing there wearing a blue tracksuit covered in brands. Like he's standing there smiling with two fish, one in each hand, but he's holding the fish by their jaws, which is a big no-no. You don't do that. And so he's holding them by the jaws, hurting them, and then he's standing there wearing like a billion brands for different angling gear on, and he's smiling with a baseball cap, and it's like pro fishing extreme.
Isn't that just the American way?
It's weird because like in my mind, it's like sitting by a beautiful lake, like bird song. It's all very calm. It's a relaxing day at the lake, and then there's this guy who's like, yeah, fishing extreme, in his tracksuit with a billion brands on it. It's weird. It's a quiet sort of, it's a peaceful thinking man's hobby.
I'll get the dynamite.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The contrast between...
I'll get the car batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a... I don't know the word for it. Like, yes, there is competitive fishing, but it's not... Or at least where I'm from, it's not like a competitive thing. It's like, I'm just going to relax by the lake.
I mean,
How is
I
it
could
competitive then?
try. We could try it with homemade explosives instead of with dynamite. But
Like, seriously, I turned up at the lake the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and there was a match on, like a fishing match, and like all the contestants had turned up on an entire side of the lake had been assigned as the fishing bit, and there was not a single man below 50. It was like lots of old men with anoraks and the little cap things. And
well, that's
What
your.
was it like to feel young again?
Yeah.
yeah, and there were
Those are your contemporary Soviets. That's,
yeah. But
That's the.
yeah, that's just the UK course fishing. It's like, oh yes, oh hi Jim, good to see you again. Yes.
Also, wife and kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's chummy. It's friendly. It's peaceful.
What, you're now on a watch list? What do you mean now? Hey, I've said it before. The national, the National Intelligence Agency had to check me for the weapon ownership card, and they gave it the green light. So clearly, they haven't figured me out yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, they were hoping you lead them to more people.
Yeah, clearly.
It's like let's this one through and we follow.
Yeah. Not even that difficult to make homemade explosives.
Don't say stuff like that.
What?
Because now I'm gonna get on a list.
What? TM31
You're not
210.
already on a list?
TM31 210, the U.S. Army's manual on improvised munitions, is online for free. It has been since the
Don't say
70s.
stuff like that.
What? You can just Google it. Literally called it's TM31 210, improvised
Enter
munitions
the
handbook.
code SWAT for a
That's
free
not something
discount
you. It's
on
not
the
something you
Anarchist
Google.
Cookbook.
Yeah,
That's something you
no,
do.
the anarchist cookbook is for fucking pussies. This is the good shit.
Fucking donut. Oh dear me. But yeah. But over here things are alright, just kind of cracking on.
Oh god.
But, I made a bit more sushi yesterday, getting slightly better at it, but I think I still
Ooh.
I still suck, to be honest.
Ooh,
Nice.
sushi, nice.
It's a
Let's
bit
go.
complicated.
I'm having lasagna later.
Oh, what's in it?
Lasagna.
Yeah. What's in the lasagna? What have you put between the pasta sheets? And tell me you cooked
Lasagna.
it.
Meat.
Meat? Did you cook the meat?
I depends how you define cooked.
Right.
It has. I applied heat beforehand.
Okay, that's good enough.
Actually, Swat.
Ja.
Met Lasagne.
Met Lasagne. Ja, dann,
Don't
Moment,
make me
dann kochst
throw
du
up.
das doch
I
durch
will
im
do
Ofen, oder nicht? Wird doch durchgebacken.
Yes, change the language so we can't understand.
Cook the noodles and then layer it.
Oh, you do the. Okay, no, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. You just use normal hack, my dude. What the fuck? Just use hack and then put it in the oven like a normal person.
I mean, yeah, but you know,
Yeah, no.
experience new things and all that.
No, Funka, you're just wrong. And now he's grossed out. It depends on the food combination. There's some really good food combinations that people don't believe me. Like my all-time classic, Nutella with cheese.
Ah.
No. I've got it. I win this one. Toast and noodles.
That's just
Noodles
odd.
on toast. Noodles on toast is good.
Could be
Everyone
alright.
who's tried it loves
Huh.
it. Everyone
With
who
some
hasn't
scrambled
thinks
eggs?
it's disgusting.
I'll,
What? No scrambled eggs, just noodles on toast.
Oh,
Thank you,
Chat
Mel.
is not
Thank you very much,
cultured
Mel.
enough to
See?
understand the
Everyone
glory.
who's tried it is saying it's good.
All right.
I can imagine that, to be fair.
ooh, now I want to make chibodix.
Pizza with noodles on it.
Right.
Here you go, wait, did I find... Yeah, I found it. Here you go, chat. Just for you.
What?
Yeah.
Have you tried chibodiki?
I don't even know what that is.
How do you dislike a tweet?
Oh, Alistair, did I mention the tweet thing that he showed me?
No.
He showed me. So it turns out I've been thick this whole time. Right on Twitter, you can go to the top right of the screen and
Yeah.
click a button which will clear the feed of everything that isn't people you follow.
Yes, I actually
Oh my
tweeted about that
God.
the other day, and
It's-
now I found it.
It's not a
Latest
shit show.
tweets only.
Oh, that's
Latest
why you were...
tweets.
Oh,
My
are you using
God.
Twitter again now?
I was going down
Oh.
the feed. I'm like, I can actually comprehend what people are talking
Oh,
about.
you went to chronological instead of
Yeah,
recommended.
latest tweets instead of
Yeah.
just home.
Well, I no, it wasn't that. It's just everyone's tweets were being flooded with like American politics shit, like continually, and it got incredibly annoying. Like I don't care what's going on in like California or whatever. And yeah, it's clear now.
For the for that what is it called? Latest trends tab. Set your location to the Ireland Islands.
Why?
They get nothing. There is nothing that.
I just have it
trends in
set
the
to
Ireland
worldwide.
Islands.
I have my trends set to worldwide, so half of it I can't even read because most of the time it's fucking Korean.
Nice.
Oh no, Island. It's just empty the whole time.
Yeah, but oh god, it was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, god damn.
It's a usable website again.
Yeah, it's not just like just wall to wall nonsense about
Yeah, no.
10,000 miles away. There's some shit going on.
That explains why you didn't like the Twitter experience anymore.
I didn't
was-
understand it.
Yeah.
I felt like an old man. Like, is this what people are into? Like, finding out what's going on in a small town in Tennessee? Like,
Everyone cares about what happened in that small
yeah,
town in
apparently
Tennessee.
so. I was like, wow, the Twitter experience. People really give a shit about what the mayor of Tennessee said.
Yeah, if you have it properly customized for yourself, Twitter's perfectly fine. If you stay in, the bubbles you want to stay in. For me, that's anime and artists.
Yes.
Lots of art. Don't look at my likes.
Yeah.
I'm horny on main.
Hang on. Go on to the likes. Go on to the likes. Going to
Everyone's
describe
horny
it
on main
live.
from time to time.
Yeah.
Not me.
You're not horny on main?
No, you have incognito
Ah,
accounts
okay.
for a reason, but I don't have incognito accounts because that means logging out and logging in. That's just effort.
Yeah, it's effort.
You can switch accounts
Okay, let's have a look at the likes. Okay, artwork,
on Instagram
tank.
and on Twitter. And
There's a
on
waifu
Discord.
with a butt. Okay, okay. So far, it's pretty clean, pretty clean. Pretty... Oh, no, there we go.
And we've got it.
Oh, very quickly went degenerate. Ladies with guns. Guns with ladies.
Yes, ladies with guns is must be one of my favorite genders.
Ah, yes, lady in Kalkini. Oh,
Yes,
that's
that's
fauna.
fauna.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, fauna in Kalkini.
Yes.
I don't know what any of this means.
What a blessing.
Kalkini, it's a bikini with a cow pattern.
Yes.
Okay.
She got milk.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
We're all blessed saplings on this wonderful day.
Oh dear.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
my-
just have
my-
to embrace it.
There is if you go through my likes, it's like, oh damn.
It actually looks like my Twitter feed before I found out how to make it latest tweets. Like, this person liked this person liked this. And it was very not safe for work to browse Twitter in public.
What a bad day to have ears. I will say it again. There's currently Soviet here, surrounded by 3 degenerates. This is just what you get.
I'm not that mad, okay?
You're not Bevan, please.
Well, look at my Twitter likes. I'm innocent in this.
Yeah, maybe on this Twitter account. I don't know if you have a second one, you little shit.
I don't have a second one, as I said. It's just too much effort to sign out and sign in.
There's a button you can have, like, there's literally a count switch on the bottom left. You just press like a button and it switches. Lazy piece of shit. How do you know
Sometimes
that
being
Soviet is not a
lazy helps me.
degen? Soviet is a degenerate, but not in
I'm
the
a
same
degenerate.
way. Yeah, but not in the same way. He's in a weeb.
I still always remember the story of you in VR looking at pornography.
Yeah.
And then seeing the guy's reflection in the microwave.
Yeah, that was weird. I actually took a screenshot and I put it on Imager of that. I'm not
no.
even lying. Yeah.
Oh no.
Speaking to the chat, you know, in VR porn, like it's not a camera. It's like a hat, isn't it, that they wear
Sometimes, yeah.
or something? Anyway, but basically, a lady was doing a scene in a room with lots of like stuff. There were cabinets, but there was a microwave, and the door reflection was showing the crew. And of course, all of a sudden, it was incredibly awkward because now you were super aware that it wasn't like the conceit of it was that, oh, you're alone in a cupboard, but then there's like the staff in the reflection just creepily watching. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Breathing into the microphone.
No, he's holding the microphone up.
See, the one thing about the one thing about VR porn, at least, I don't know if it has gotten better, but like in the early stages, they really hadn't figured out how to properly record that shit. And
Cross-eyed.
no, the perspective was all fucked up. But I mean, if you were into getting fucked by a giant Amazonian warrior goddess, I guess that's, that was the stuff for you. Because trust me, that woman was like at least 2.5 meters based on the perspective. So death by snoo, I guess. But
Were you in that VR game where someone changed the background of the poker table to it was like a porn picture?
really,
But because all the perspectives were really super warped, it looked incredible. It looked like something like extra dimensional, like this enormous like pyramid-shaped phallus just coming out of the floor, because it was stretched across the entire wall.
Nice.
It was bizarre.
nice.
I need to do more VR.
Yeah, same.
Not the pornography part, but the other bits. Gaming.
Right.
Intended use of VR.
Also, yeah, do you know what I'm not sure if this is an overshare, but fuck it. So for all of the stuff in VR, like the adult stuff, right? It turns out that weirdly, one of my favorite ones is one that has nothing to do with like the adult. Okay, so basically at the start of a porn video, right? You've got the conceit of what's going on, and for some reason they had the lady cut the guy's hair like with a pair of scissors. He's having a haircut.
You're having a fucking ASMR experience, my buddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, this is awesome. 'Cause you can hear the scissors, and it's right next to your left ear.
Literally, you are into ASMR. Let's go.
And there's a hot girl that's like in front of you cutting your hair, and I was like, this is cool. Don't think I ever watched the video afterwards.
So now you look at your hairdresser now and you go, no, it's not the same.
Not the same.
Nice.
But yeah, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like in VR.
Yes.
It's an untapped market. VR ASMR.
Maybe?
ASMVR.
Oh, no.
ASVR. Yeah.
But yeah. I suppose ASMR is probably very weird for people that don't feel ASMR.
It is.
Yeah.
Mag doesn't understand it.
But does he experience it at all?
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't get it.
So
He
to
just
him,
like
it's just
swayed.
whispering, isn't it?
It's just noise.
Yeah, he doesn't feel he doesn't feel ASMR.
He doesn't get the
I'm
tingle.
fairly desensitized to it nowadays because I've just been consuming too much ASMR content generally, but it's still very relaxing.
Is it
Like
even-
for me,
Yeah. Is it
I
even
don't know,
possible to be desensitized? Because it's a physical reaction.
yes, yeah, you get kind of used to it. So back in the beginning, I would get the actual physical reaction way more often than nowadays. You
Oh,
kind of
okay.
get used to the triggers, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, she has to say something really interesting to pique my interest and go, ooh.
Hang on.
It's an addiction problem.
Oh wow.
Quick, regulate it.
I like the subgenre of ASMR where people just do their physical crafts, but
Yeah.
it's recorded properly with a good microphone and everything is quiet and you can just hear whatever the fuck they're doing. If it's, I don't know, leather working or making a fucking cake, it doesn't matter. Fucking
I used
amazing.
to love those woodworking videos where they just
Yeah.
don't speak. It's just
Yeah.
them doing the woodwork, and you're like, this is an
So
awesome
good.
video.
So good. Yes.
I also really like so just when someone's got a hobby and they're just explaining just walking you through it and explaining the intricacies. Like I watched a YouTube video a few years ago of just a guy is it cockling? You know, like going low tide with a spade? Finding like shellfish?
Ah, right, yeah.
And it was fascinating. The guy was talking about how to do it, how they behave. Like, oh, this one's not ready for sale, this one is.
Oh. That's like when I was showing off my archery gear on stream the other day. People were very interested. Like, I know nothing about archery. I don't know what you're saying,
Yeah.
Bavin, but I was very enthusiastic.
Yeah, when people have a passion, exactly that. BN Tech says, yeah. It's fun to listen to people with a passion explain their passion.
Mm-hmm.
What's your passion, Soviet?
Fishing!
Yeah, I don't think it works.
I love fishing, it's good, it's fishing. You can catch fish and relax.
Hey, guns! Hey, people like listening to me rant about guns. I just can't show a lot of
You
it
think they're
actively on
listening.
stream.
But if you listen closely, you can hear the snoring. They're sleeping.
Yeah, of course.
Not on my stream. They are
I have to
Veterans.
type in chat that they are sleeping.
or tank SWAT. See, yeah. But yeah, I can't show my hobby that actively on stream. I don't think my neighbors would appreciate a 308 going through their fucking window.
This is the sound of my
Twitch wouldn't
firearm.
appreciate that either. You can get banned if you fire a firearm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
probably.
Depending on the circumstances.
Actually, wait. Would I be allowed to do archery? Oh yeah, sure I can. It's a sport.
Yeah.
I can
cool.
I could, if I had the land and the opportunity, I could do all of it on stream as well. I can also show firearms on stream, no problem. It's just, can't
Discharging them.
really do anything here in my own home with it, right? Nothing active. I would have to be at a range that would allow me to film. Good luck in Germany with that. Not happening.
Just buy your own range, forehead.
Yeah, let me just shit out this block of gold real quick.
You've got 5 minutes, go.
I enjoyed your aneurysm-inducing YouTube browsing yesterday. Oh no.
What'd you do?
I fell down a rabbit hole accidentally because I wanted to show a video, and there were a lot of like these super low effort top 10 videos on the side recommended, and I just started watching them on stream and taking them apart for the bullshit that they were.
Okay.
It's like top 10 main battle tanks in the world, and it's the most low effort shit you've ever seen, right? Text, speech, voice, if at all, reading off as like a fucking Wikipedia article and then putting things in a random order that doesn't make any sense. It was, and these videos have millions of views, right?
Yeah.
Millions. It's insane. So I just went on and on about, okay, this is bullshit, this is garbage, this is just straight up misinformation.
That's something that just needs to stop.
Yeah, I
Text to speech in videos.
worked myself into, or ranted myself into a bit of a rage there. Good times.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to watch a video of a fight, but then the video begins with this really enthusiastic, computerized female voice saying, I was in the car park, and then this happened.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, ugh. And then there's the TikTok bloody, what do you call it? Watermark. And you go, okay, I'm not allowed to laugh at this video anymore.
Oh yeah, there was a video, there was like the 15 biggest passenger aircrafts. I was like, oh, that's fairly straightforward. You know, we all know the A380 is the biggest, and there's going to be a 747 in there, and whatever. We're going to see what the top 15 are. The video was so trash. 3 of the aircrafts in the top 5 didn't even exist. They were They were concept aircraft. That one of them was at least an Airbus concept. The other ones were just a design company that just made shit up. Literally just made shit up. Didn't exist. And they were like, this could be one of the biggest passenger aircrafts of all time. It's like, it doesn't exist. It's like, they just made it up.
Here's a plane I drew on a napkin. You know.
This is the world's tallest building, which they stopped building. But it could be this big.
Oh, stupid. It was so and the thumbnails are all horrendously photoshopped. It's really bad. Oh, there was a video that had over 3 million views that was like Elon Musk and Germany presenting their new main battle tanks. Like, the fuck's what? Like, we're doing what?
Oh, congrats! Well done. I didn't know you had a new main battle tank.
It was literally just an advertisement video from Rheinmetall advertising their new KF-41s. And then the guy saying, but yeah, Elon Musk could make an electric version of this. I was like, what is this video? It's like, it's the German defense industry showing new products, and they were like, but did you know that Elon Musk makes electric cars and they could make an electric tank? I was like, how is this video? What is this? It's
the same vein as that, you know, like something happens, like, I don't know, some controversy. And then the YouTuber's just like, I have this opinion. Basically, they just put their face on the camera, say nothing for 5 minutes, and then, well, the situation is very complicated, and I hope everyone, you know, resolves things peacefully. Like, it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. It's nothing content.
Yeah, it literally is complete garbage. Had over 3 million views. Just ripped off advertisement footage and just
recycled.
It's completely recycled with just a random guy doing a low effort voiceover, and I was like, this video took less than 3. I could make this in 2 or 3 hours at most. And I was like, damn, it's insane. Reaction videos, depending on the type of reaction video, I do actually it depends really. I can appreciate and can like reaction style videos, which in my opinion add more content than whatever the fuck that was I watched, right? But it depends. But those videos were complete trash, and they got millions of views. I'm like, damn.
I remember one kind of reaction video a couple of friends of mine and I really enjoyed. It was by a YouTuber, so he was basically reacting to watching anime episodes on the side, right? And he was really into it. He sat there in cosplay, he just filmed himself watching that stuff. So really low effort, but you could feel it was more or less straight from the heart. And the way when he watched, for example, One Piece, the big One Piece fights, or Naruto or whatever, always there in cosplay, he was just exactly. I think his name was something along the lines of Kano Uzumaki Kano or whatever.
Mm. Really getting
Gold.
into it.
Yeah, golden reactions.
Nice.
Sorry, in Rust, a caravan just drove past me on the road, and we had a fight with a caravan last night. I wonder.
Caravans are actually pretty cool. You can respawn in them.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the same group that we fought last night, heading back to base. They've moved past me.
Speaking of your base, do you have any turrets facing towards the sulfur quarry?
No, I don't think we do.
Good. Please
gonna
keep it that
use-
way.
You're gonna use the sulfur quarry.
I thought about it. Yes.
Sure, we are super close though, so it is quite dangerous.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I do it when we're not cruising around, otherwise a very good chance we're gonna shoot you.
So at 3 a.m. in the morning, so Roger.
Yeah. Thank you, Xella. Thank you very much, Xella. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, what were we talking about before I interrupted? Sorry? Low effort content.
Oh yeah, low effort content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low effort reactions, because reactions can be done properly when they pause and then have a decent interjection.
Especially when
Yeah.
they're subject matter experts, right? And they
Yeah.
they add significant information value to the topic, where they're like, oh yeah, this is correct, and or this is wrong, or this might be omitting some facts. You know, that kind of reaction type content is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's, that's valuable.
It's a fine line though, because sometimes you've got someone who's an expert or claims to be an expert, and then they're picking apart something that was never built for that. Like it's entertainment. Often it's entertainment. Like it's like somebody stopping and explaining a comedian's joke. It's like,
But
well,
they're a
obviously
comedy expert.
Yeah.
They have to explain the joke.
But it's you get what I mean though. It's the context really.
Yeah.
Like if someone's expanding on something, like don't deconstruct something on the expectation that the creator didn't think of this. No, they probably did think of it. But the video was made to entertain, not to educate.
I guess that just depends
they
on
have
your.
to educate.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on your baseline expectation of like, what do you like? I see this a few times in the like HEMA community, so historic European martial arts.
The what?
Where
Sorry?
HEMA, historic European martial arts. It's
What's that?
never heard of it?
No.
It's people that have revived old fencing and combat
Oh,
style.
fencing.
Not just fencing, but like Warhammer and other stuff. Like all like truly.
Like 40k or
Blood for the Blood God?
No, like the actual thing, right? Like
Blood for the
It
Blood
hasn't
God.
happened not for another
with,
like 38,000
fighting with arming
years.
swords or great swords, and anyway.
Blood for the
there's
Blood God.
Anyway, there's a pretty big community on YouTube, and there is a pretty. It's always very fun seeing some of the experts take apart, like, you know, just for example, movie depictions of certain battles or fighting styles. Where it's clear, like, oh yeah, of course this was meant to entertain, but like literally everything about this is wrong, and here's why.
Yeah,
And-
but like, it's again, fine line, because that's an excellent example. Like, if the guy is going, the sniper wouldn't really hold his fire in this dramatic slow motion scene, I feel they're missing the point. You know?
Again, it depends on what you expect from your entertainment. If the movie is supposed to be a like dramatized depiction of historical events, I personally, as a viewer, expect at least some degree of at least a historical authenticity, if not at least a minor degree of historical accuracy. And most of the time, when you watch those videos and you see the analysis, you realize this is complete bullshit from A to Z, like all the way through. Like there's like I don't know who didn't pay attention here, but apparently no one did. So in that case, I'm like, okay, I can see that and say like, okay, maybe it's an entertaining fight scene, but there's like nothing here that relates to the supposed historical event depicted.
Yeah,
right?
no, I get you. I
Yeah.
get you, yeah. It's like in my head, just to provide my perspective, it's like in Saving Private Ryan. Do you remember that bit where that soldier who was played by Vin Diesel was shot and he's lying on the ground bleeding? It's like it's my dad. You know, he's written a letter to his dad and it's got blood on it and he's dying. And then in the scene, who's the sniper dude played by Barry Pepper? He fires his gun and he shoots the other sniper through the scope of his sniper rifle, and it's like. You watch like a reaction video and the guy spends ages deconstructing how, the bullet could never go through the scope of the rifle because of the angle of the bullet. It's like, you've missed the point of the scene. Like, it's not about historical accuracy of showing how two snipers fight. It's about Vin Diesel giving his life for what, you know? That's why we don't save children, says Tom Hanks.
Hasn't that actually happened, though? I'm sure I've heard about that.
But,
I mean,
in that specific context, like the
yeah,
angle of it.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Technically, it's possible, but yeah, I think in the scene, the angle wouldn't have lined up.
Yeah, the scene wasn't about Barry Pepper versus this sniper. It was about the heartbreak and the loss in war. For what? You know, why did he die?
Yeah, but then my counterpoint is, if that is the meaning of the scene, why include this amazing shot through the scope if it's not necessary? If you could have just shot the sniper in any normal other way and it would have conveyed the same.
Well, it looks better on the kill
It does look a lot better on the scene. Like it's impressive. Like, you know.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. But for anyone like me who knows at least the basics, is immediately taken out of it. It's like, that's bullshit.
Really?
Right? If
like that would take you out of it?
Oh yeah, 100%. In movies like that, weird firearm depictions immediately take me out, like all the time. It's like stuff like this. I'm immediately like, that's bullshit. Just have him be shot in any normal vital zone and have the sniper go down, and the same message of the scene would have pretty much been conveyed without looking hilariously stupid to anyone with the basic firearm knowledge, right?
Okay. Well,
that's like my point about it. It's like I get that it's meant to be a cinematic spectacle, but if you want to convey a message, I don't think it needs to be over-exaggerated. Because it's just my point.
Yeah, to each their own. I mean, I looked at that scene personally and thought, awesome, that's an awesome shot. You know, and it sets up Barry Pepper as this awesome sniper who shot another sniper through his scope. So, yeah, but again, it sounds like a taste thing, to each their own when it comes to, yeah.
There are some really amazing sniper stories, though.
Yeah.
Like, real-life ones. There was this one town somewhere in the Middle East that was pretty much terrorized by this one sniper, and the Americans were looking for him. And they decided to do a really high-risk mission to find him by patrolling a rooftop. So they had their guys patrolling the rooftop, and the sniper was there as well, looking at the ridge. I think it was a kilometer away.
Mm-hmm.
And they managed to find the sniper by the glint of the scope.
Ah.
And shot him in the head.
It sounds like normal counter-sniper operations. I was about to say, there's nothing...
Kilometer.
That is, normal.
I mean,
that's engagement
that's
distance.
still really cool.
Yeah.
On a static target, that's a doable shot.
Would you be willing to stand out there as bait, Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's the
Balls on
thing,
those dudes.
willingly to get shot at to try and find this sniper that's been terrorizing a town.
Yeah.
See, with stories like this, my
Thank you,
first
Elthor. Thank you, Elthor.
my first reaction is, that's a nice story. How about a source? Because that just
How about
sounds
a-
like
there's
every
a video. It's
that
on
just sounds like
YouTube.
every like exaggerated myth story I've ever heard about warfare. Like, I'm not saying that these operations don't happen. Counter sniper operations happen all the time, but like the way it's just okay, a random town that isn't named, terrorized by a sniper who is just randomly shooting people
That's
there. I
just
guess
me
for what reason?
dramaticizing the story.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's I dislike this intrinsically. I'm like the historical accuracy. Where's it?
But his wife at home was really missing him.
Yeah.
The kids had never really known much about the father.
His wife was suffering from cancer.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. For some reason, the sniper was killed in slow motion. No one knows why.
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer was there.
With his orchestra.
Yeah, is he still alive, Hans Zimmer?
Yes.
Yeah, Hunter's still alive.
He's awesome.
Good old
Good old
Hans.
Hans Zimmer. Yeah. See, this is why you have kill flashes and other stuff to, get rid of scope glint and whatnot. The little,
I don't think they had anti-glare at hand in the Middle East, you know?
They do actually. You can use a lot of things to create anti. You can even take like a thin. You could take like a thin piece of cloth or whatnot and
Can
just
I
put a hole
can I
through
just
it.
pause you there?
Yeah.
I need to interject with my reaction.
Okay.
You see, Swat's talking here for quite some time, and
Uh-huh,
I just need to pause it so it's original and my content, not yours anymore. I own your speech.
Fair use. Fair use.
Fair use. I might just end the video there. So, Swat, you done talking? Yeah, just-
Okay, fair enough. I see.
Is that a reference to something? Sorry, the flow of my head.
Reaction
videos.
channels, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Oh look, I found one of Utao's signs. Oh, for God damn it! You looking at my stream?
No, but I could.
She's very talented, isn't she?
Nice.
Is this a Minecraft clone? No. This is no. Is this a DayZ clone?
No, look, I'm gonna go mine some stone. Actually, what happens if I hit a damaged? Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? The car spawned inside the thing.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Cool, it's got like a tanker thing on the back.
Oh boy.
Fuel. Ah. How does that work then?
I kind of want to open up a garage.
Yeah?
Of course you do, phone girl.
Yes. Then get a 4-slot vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Put 3 engines on it and a cockpit with an engine module, and see how fast I can go.
Right.
In game or real life?
Yes.
Oh, someone asked me about the accuracy of the movie Fury. Oh no.
Oh shit.
We all know Wanted was pretty accurate.
Yep.
Is that the one where Angelina Jolie bends bullets
Yep.
Yeah.
by turning
See,
her wrist when she shoots?
Shit like that I can again watch because it is so derived from it's so abstract that I don't mind anymore. It's the same with what's the movie called with Christian Bale where they all run around with the G36s and the fucking Ethereum or something? I don't even know. The one where they do like this gun fu bullshit that's super I forgot the name. Equilibrium, thank you.
Oh,
that's the
that one. No,
That
no.
one.
Oh no,
That
you're
one.
right. He's in that film.
Yes, that one is kind of fun again because it's so obviously, completely over the top that I'm like, yeah, this is fun. I can watch that and not be taken out. But something like Saving Private Ryan, which is supposed to be, it's supposed to feel authentic. That one then takes me out when weird shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something like Equilibrium I can watch and be like, yeah, this is cool.
It was
it's
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like stupid action, but it's fun stupid action. Right?
What was
Yeah.
your opinion on Barhead?
Sorry, Jarhead?
Yeah. That was a film.
I have not seen it entirely, but from what I've seen, it looked pretty good.
It's boring as hell. That's what I told you.
Yeah, but it's like that's kind of the point. No, it's not the point, but like it's.
That is the point. It's a
the
breakdown.
point,
It's a critical
yeah.
breakdown of this idea that
Yeah.
being in the military is somehow like it's great.
Yeah.
You'd be a jarhead. You'd be amazing. And then what does he do? He spends the entire conflict not shooting, just wandering around the ruins of a nothing burger country. And
We're
then
about to shoot. No, we can airstrike.
in the final scene, he doesn't get to do anything. All that training and nothing doesn't mean anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh, but he did get to watch a sex tape of his girlfriend screw another guy with the whole crew.
Goddamn Jodie. Fucking Jodie. But one of the best shows to watch if someone wants a really authentic. There's some problems I have with the show, but like really authentic war depiction is Generation Kill.
Is that the one with Eric Northman from True Blood? The blonde, he's like a...
The Danish guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's Danish, but or
he
Swedish
plays
maybe?
Iceman, I think is the name of his character.
Yeah,
I've seen a few
exactly.
scenes.
Yeah, Generation Kill is fucking awesome. It's really good. Not Band of Brothers. No, Band of Brothers sucks. Throughout a significant part of it. It depends.
Sorry,
Some
Band of
it is-
Brothers sucks?
Some of it is okay. Some of it is okay. But my opinion
Band of
on
Brothers sucks?
Yeah, I don't really like Band of Brothers.
Controversial opinion.
Generation Kill is really good though.
Oh wait, I should have gone to the thing. Hang on. Band of Brothers sucks.
What the hell, SWAT? What do you mean?
What the hell, SWAT? I like what the hell.
Yeah, I'll rewatch it. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'll rewatch it and then I'll give you my updated opinion in a few days or something. I don't know.
Band of Brothers sucks.
It wasn't. I just remember a bunch of stuff that I had problems with the depiction, but yeah. Yeah, I just don't like it. I just don't like it when the good guys lose, you know.
Jesus.
No, it's. No, I'll give it another look, but I just remember not liking it that much.
Okay. It's really good. Yeah. Did you see the Pacific? The follow-up to
No,
Band of
I've
Brothers?
not. Yeah, I've not.
That was weird. Because they had a similar premise, but I think the Pacific theatre, it's not built up in such a same way as the European theatre. So you don't know who the characters are because you don't spend a huge amount of time with them.
Right.
I don't know, it's weird. TechBit said I liked it a lot, the Pacific. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, don't think I know that one. Oh, here's one, SWAT. Here's an oldie for you. It's
Which
an
one?
Australian classic. Gallipoli.
I've not seen it.
Oh.
Someone just asked me about All Quiet on the Western Front. Do you mean the original movie or the book? Because that's a masterpiece of, literature at the time. All Quiet on the Western Front is really good.
Are they doing like a modern adaptation?
Yeah, I think Netflix is currently doing one. I'm not, not looking forward to that. That is going to probably be a disaster.
Why?
It's Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It's their adaptions are just generally not particularly good. I don't have my hopes up. It might end up being good, but All Quiet on the Western Front is pretty good. Someone asked me about John Wick. I like John Wick. Well, it was pretty good.
I've only seen the first.
Have you actually
film.
seen?
I've seen the
Have
first
you
one
seen
only
the training
as
videos?
well. Yeah, Terran Tactical, which who turned out to be a giant piece of shit. But like, what a surprise.
Sorry, what happened? What?
He's also a naval firearms community and a half. The amount of quote unquote gun babes he surrounds himself with and the conduct there at the range is as expected for someone like him. The range where Keanu Reeves trained for the scenes in John Wick. It's Terran Tactical bullshit. Anyway, not getting into that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw Keanu Reeves and I'm like, he's breathtaking, And he was like, no, you're breathtaking. I'm like, well, this is a YouTube video. How's this so immersive? And
Generation War, yes. Generation War, if you want to see a German World War II production, Generation War is really good. I think the German name is Unsere Väter, Unsere Mütter, if I remember. I think they just call it Generation War in English. That one's really
Sorry,
good.
I didn't have my subtitles on. What was that?
It translated would be Our Fathers and Our Mothers, but the English title is Generation War, I think. And then obviously the good old classic, the 10 out of 10 German World War II movie, The Downfall, which is...
Isn't it just called Downfall?
Is it called? In German, it's
That
Der
doesn't sound like
Untergang.
it goes
So I
well
thought
for
it would
Germany
be.
in
If
that
it's
one.
just Downfall, then never mind. Because in German, it's Der Untergang. That one is okay. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect in its historic depiction, but it's really good. Downfall is really fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are probably gonna start laughing at one of the most vital scenes because they've just seen the fucking meme of Hitler losing his shit.
Well, his Xbox was cancelled.
Yeah.
So
And Steiner said that he was going to give him a 3-month voucher. Damn it, Steiner.
Yeah. Classic.
But yeah, I think you might like Gallipoli. It's
Es
more
war ein
about
Befehl. Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl.
yeah. There's no Germans in it. It's more about Australia in the First World War.
Yeah, Gallipoli was a shit show. Not the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I mean, the actual operation.
The actual operation, yeah. I just remember stories when they played cricket in between shooting each other.
Inglorious Bastards. I haven't seen the entire movie. I saw a bit and then I turned it off because I got annoyed.
Yep, same. How far did you get? I got to
Inglorious
the bit where the German's talking about how good he was in a tower or something.
The Inglorious Bastards was a bit too,
Boring.
Really?
yeah.
I rather liked it.
bored. I didn't finish it.
It's an entertaining movie.
Yeah, I thought it was quite entertaining.
What part?
Pretty much everything with Hans Lanza on it.
Is that the,
Landers.
is that the
Only
Jeep
good,
Hunter
only good.
milkman?
What the fuck is he even? What was it? Obersturmbannführer?
He's basically effectively a Sherlock character, playing everyone off against each other.
Let me double check here. What was?
It's not that he doesn't give a shit. It's more that he's amused by the smallness of everyone around him.
Never mind, Standartenführer.
Like
Never
there's
mind.
this wonderful scene where they're all trying to pretend to be Italian to get into the cinema.
Ah, yes, that
And
one
he-
is.
He's
so
just
stupid.
playing
Heard
with
that
them. He's
quote.
like a cat with a mouse. he's like, can you repeat that again? And he's like, grazie or something.
Yeah, you see, he
Buongiorno.
whips out
Yeah.
the
I've heard that.
out the fluent Italian, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
And you discover later that he's already got his men surrounding them, so he could arrest them at any time he wants. He's just playing with them. Yeah, buongiorno.
It's to be fair, only good character in that entire movie, but
No, I thought the actress that played the actress, I think she did an amazing job.
The
Yeah, there's like a Hilda von something.
is that the German lady and the guy's like saying kind of a badass at the table?
No, that's
Okay.
that's the Jewish lady at the start.
which
in
the
Didn't she die?
you mean Diana Kruger, the
I
which
can't
one?
remember the actress. Sorry.
Because I remember the beginning scene in Inglourious Basterds where he's
Yeah,
you
the
know, he
massacre.
drinks
Yeah.
the milk. Yeah, like that.
Bridget von Hammersmark,
I will
you
admit
mean?
Yes, that's the
that
one.
is a good scene. But then the rest of the movie was just boring
You
after
reckon?
that. Because like,
Okay. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, that's
that,
Diana
that
Kruger.
one scene was good, but after that I was just bored.
Oh well.
I lived in Berlin for a decade and never did my Guten Morgen, Herr Obersturmbannführer, get a smile from anyone. That's how you get arrested.
Okay.
Watching movies with SWAT must be fun. No, it isn't. Do you watch movies for fun? What? Not how this is supposed to go. This is supposed to be an intellectual experience, you know.
Depends on the movie.
You know. I don't watch movies for fun. What? What's this?
Oh, I rather enjoyed it. I also like the mind games that were going on between, you know, that actor that said annoyed you, the guy who's boasting about how good he was in the tower. So he's doing all this sort of meek, like, oh, you know, like, yes sir, yes ma'am, you know, he's being all meek and polite. And of course, the actress, what's her name, the Jewish actress that wants nothing to do with him because he in her mind's the enemy. Yeah, he's a Nazi. He's the enemy. And then in the final scene, when she's set up everything for this great big ambush, what happens? Like, she starts losing her patience and then accidentally miscommunicates to him. Like, basically, it's a miscommunication that he thinks that that's what she's into in a way, like a bad boy. And in turn, he sort of leans into that, and that's what gets him killed. Because he ends up closing the door and she has to kill him. And then, of course, that damns her because her sort of ruthless mindset was the thing that got her killed. Basically, they kill each other through miscommunication. Also, what's my dog doing?
Germans and French never really did get along.
That's an understatement and a
Did
half.
French and anyone ever get along?
No, it's the French. What do you mean?
Have you guys seen what my dog is doing?
No.
She thinks she's possessed. She's probably asleep, zonked out.
Lulu's fucking zooted, holy shit. That dog is a goner.
Her eyes are open, she's fast asleep.
Oh, damn.
Aw. She's comfortable.
Well, that's the important part.
Yeah. She's a happy girl. Right.
You spoil that.
I know. I do love her a great deal.
So much.
She's so important to me.
Oh, it's so cute. So adorable. Warms my stone cold heart.
So hang on. Trying to.
Soviet Thompson,
Yep.
they don't know you can talk.
Sorry? Oh, Tom's in here.
Hello.
Hi, Tom. So
Hello.
I'm in the vehicle room, the vehicle bay,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get power to the vehicle pad, but I don't know what to take. Do you have a free
How much? How much power you need?
I don't know. Sorry. How much do they take? I'll look it up. Hang on.
5.
5? Like a camera. Is there a spare slot that I can... Oops. Also, did you do all this work to the base?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. It's really good.
I mean, we have 2 camera shots for you. We can take that.
We've got 2 camera... What, sorry?
Slots free.
Okay, I'll take those. I know where they are. Thank you, man.
I mean, I made an elevator camera.
Oh boy.
Really.
Yeah.
We can remove that later on. But you're gonna do the security cameras?
I was, yes. I forgot to do it. Sorry. Yeah, he did a great job. There's lots of cool shit here. Trying to find a. There we go. So yeah, how you doing, Tom? You okay?
Yeah.
You alright?
Great. How are you?
Good. Yeah, all was good. Just woke up, walked the dog, got a coffee, bit of rust,
Nice.
collected a shit ton of metal and high qual.
There's a wagon with a shit ton of metal up front that spawned.
Cool. And also, where do I put the scrap that I've collected? On the research table?
I think people just put the scrap in the cupboard right now.
Do we know which cupboard? Because I've got my tithe.
Like, there's the main cupboard.
Oh,
There's
the
only
main
one
cupboard. Got it. On the way.
Somebody took a shit ton out of it already.
Oh, really?
It's probably fucking DG.
Hang on. Cool, there you go. There's my contribution.
I don't keep records of this, by the way.
Yeah, no one does.
You're the only one contributing, kinda.
Well, you know what I mean. As in, we've all got to collect stuff. Oh shit. Sorry, what am I doing? Let's have a look. So I've got to bring it up to... Which connection's free for a vehicle pad?
Oh, those 5 in the bottom.
Those 5 on the bottom?
The left 2. Just keep us, do the branches out.
Cool, cool. Thank you very much. How have you done it? You've gone down and then... Okay. I'll come from the pad and then come up here. The chat's going, oh god, with your wiring.
Well, how else would you want to do it?
No, that's cool. Okay, hang on. Power in. Right, let's give this a whirly. Is it going to reach, or do I need one of those whatsits? There we go.
We should get our own streamer dub.
Get a what, sorry?
We should get our own streamer dub.
Streamer?
Streamer drops. For
Stream-
Rust.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so you can get your Pokemon garage door,
Ugh.
but now we can get a Soviet garage door.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Come on, man.
Fucking no.
It's good for the views.
So, my toes curl. I'm not putting it on. Am I the only one who's like, ugh?
Oh, come on, it's fun.
Is it?
Sometimes you can have fun in your life. A Pokemon door, okay. It doesn't fit the scene. But we can have something else.
But it's like
Like a barrel of salt, that's it.
But I'm like,
Or-
I don't want to get on my soapbox, but it's kind of like, it's almost like a perversion of the relationship between customer and developer.
Oh
Like
boy.
No, is it not?
Sorry, I was just muted for half a
Bro,
second. What are we talking about?
are you never allowed to advertise your game?
No, God, no. No, there needs to be a huge separation between live streamer and developer. Because we are the ones that need to hold them over the barrel when they fuck up. And our opinion is to protect... Well, people use us as a review... to review games.
That's a nice opinion that don't many people share.
Indeed, and that's the problem, is the fact that streamers are too busy sucking the dicks of developers that customers don't know what to buy and
No,
what
they're
not to.
they're getting an item in the game. They
Sure.
think it's cool. They don't think too much about it. Okay?
But that's the thing. It's like, have this free item, have this thing, have this connection, but we as the customer, like we as the viewer, don't know how far that extends. Like, basically, there's a connection where there shouldn't be. If your reviewer suddenly turned up wearing merch belonging to a company that they're ostensibly supposed to be reviewing, wouldn't you feel suspicious?
That's a completely different story, man.
Is it? I mean,
Yes.
live streams are being used to review games. People go onto live streams to see what's good
but
and
I
what's
think
bad.
some
Thankfully,
of
that's
them are
absolute
thinking-
bullshit.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
they're thinking
boy.
that streamers as the
That is
fans.
absolute bullshit.
Okay.
So it's the fans.
You
that
have
are
never
being the
had that
streamers.
relationship with any company ever because you refuse to.
I know, that's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, then you don't know.
But what do you mean?
You only know what you've seen from the outside.
Sure, but that's my point. Okay, my point is that
I'll take myself as an example,
okay.
and many other content creators that have done live streaming for a long time.
Okay.
So for the most part, when it comes to the main category would be PUBG in my case, that I worked with for many years. I have given them a whole bunch of constructive criticism. I've given them shit
Okay.
so many times, even though we've had a working relationship. And yes, there are content creators that don't do that only suck up to the developer. I'm not saying there isn't, because there's plenty of those. But you can't just say that everybody does this.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay.
Well, you're making it out to sound
know.
like that, which is not fair.
Okay, it's more that I don't know as a viewer. So ignore the streamer thing. As a viewer, if I'm watching an RTS game and the guy has a connection with the developer, I don't know what part of his opinion is his personal opinion and how much has been influenced by his connection to a company.
Oh,
That's my point. That's my solo point.
Why are you watching a live stream?
Because I want to see if this game is good and whether I should purchase it.
That's not what people watch live streams for.
Is it? That's the question. Do you watch live streams when a new game comes out? Do you not watch live streams to see if the content is good or bad?
Not spoilers.
Not necessarily, no.
I don't
do.
really care.
Jack, do you?
I'll read reviews,
I do
but I
definitely.
won't watch gameplay.
I do. I go to live streams
A
before
lot
to
of
see if the game is
people
good.
nowadays watch personalities over the game that's being played.
Okay. Well, I do. I go to live streams if I want to see the new game that's just been released, and I want to see if it's any good. Not entirely, but quite a bit, I'd say.
Yeah, that's fair. I do the same. And a lot of people do.
Yeah. I mean, to get an idea of the game, sure, but for the most part as well.
But
there's also the aspect of spoilers. Like, you don't want to watch it for too long or for too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why people watch live streams is not that. Let me tell you that. That's
Yeah.
like less than 1% probably. Because nobody's gonna watch an 8-hour live stream. Oh, just to check out the game. No, you don't do that. You watch the person that's live streaming. People are watching you, Womble, for you, not for Rust.
Sure.
Sometimes the dog.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure. Well, okay. So I personally would prefer if there is no connection between me and the Rust developer, because I personally think that there are quite a few viewers who are probably watching who don't own Rust, who are wondering if Rust is any good. And I personally feel that I would be doing so a connection between me and the Rust developer would be sending the wrong message. As in, just between, again, I'm just trying to cover myself in as many clear points as I can.
You know that's almost not even an ad, right?
I'm intentionally trying to make it not so, yes. I would like there to be a separation.
No, but like say, they give you an item and they can watch you play the game. You don't have to fucking play the game, but they can just watch you play the game and they earn a drop.
Okay, but I feel that I would be sending personally the wrong message between me and my relationship with the Rust developer. About me and the relationship between the Rust developer.
I will just add on to that. I'm not keen on the whole Twitch drop thing. I feel like that just brings in fake viewers.
Oh, okay.
They're only there for the drop.
I could. I just care for the drop too. I don't care about the viewers.
My only problem with the Twitch drops in general is that it's only the upper echelon percentage that actually benefits from it. Like take. I mean, no offense to these people, but for example, Shroud and people of that level, you know, they drag a whole bunch of people anyway. And with the Twitch drops, they just soak up the rest, and then there's no chance for the lower middle tier to gain any actual new viewership. Maybe they get a few. But overall, like there's a massive imbalance in terms of exposure for the entirety of the content creator community.
Yeah, people click on the game, see drops, and click on the first streamer that pops up.
Yeah.
Also high.
Hello.
Thank you, Karu and Alias. Thank you, both of you. Also off topic, we have one vehicle bay and room for two if we wanted to put another car here. Not that the cars are super useful with the train station directly nearby. Thank you, Shadows.
But cars can go where the train cannot.
Yes, actually, Fromo. I would say the answer is yes. In my opinion, Rust is very good, and it's certainly one of the better examples of a epoch style that is open world
I'm not talking
survival
about
base
myself
building game.
or so.
And I think it's I reckon it is worth a purchase, and I can tell you that with zero connection between me and the developer.
Ooh, Edbert, you're Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Have you had the Swedish yellow pea soup? Artsoppa.
Etroppa. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it nice?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. The topic of recipes, including my least favorite vegetable, peas. Yeah, it came up and that was a recipe that was
Have you-
sent.
Have you tried it then?
No, no.
Oh, you
no,
didn't?
They,
Okay,
they
well, you should.
suggested. I'm looking at. I'm looking
Yeah, it's
at
quite
it.
nice. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not something I'd eat every day, but it's nice.
Was it some type of pea soup or?
Yellow pea soup.
I just don't like soups, but that's just me being me. I don't know. I think I don't really eat soups that often. It's lacking the sustenance, I guess. I don't know. Most of the time I can't get enough kilocalories through just eating a soup than what I'm trying to consume in a single meal. Guess I have to make like a really fatty like cream soup or something maybe.
Just get some toast. Dip the toast.
Nah.
Okay. So we have one car of potentially two. Sorry, Swap. To interrupt you.
Okay.
The vending machines. Are we using those?
No.
No. Okay. Are we leaving them or deconstructing them?
I tried to deconstruct them. Tried. But they're super tough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been gone by now.
Okay. Oh, hang on. There's a helicopter outside. Oh, it's a Chinook. It's fine.
They
Make
take
a base out of vending machines. You're good.
They take like 15 minutes with a jackhammer, and you have to repair like multiple times. It's really annoying.
I've been avoiding that Chinook for the last couple of days because I didn't realize that it doesn't fire on you.
It does.
I've never had a fire on me.
It does,
transport.
I think. Yeah, it does, I think, if you are at the monument and have a weapon out.
Oh, really?
Oh, so is it just at the monument it fires at you?
I haven't had it fire outside a monument at me, so I can't say for sure. But definitely in the monument with a weapon out, the back of it has an MG that will fire on you. Or a rifle of some sort.
Interesting.
Right, I need to do some research. Afterwards, I need to go get on with work. But I gave the base a 50% cut of my components. Oh, phone.
It's very nice of you.
Someone getting the phone?
The phone is upstairs now.
Oh, never mind. 1 second.
Why does the fucking answering thingy cassette tape not work anymore?
Don't know. Oh, get one of these.
Does it need more power?
Or
Right, each of these. Hang on.
I think we was having
Thank
a
you,
little dream.
Baldwin. Thank you very much, Baldwin.
No.
Lulu, sorry, Lulu?
I think we was having a little dream.
Is she? Yeah. No, yeah, she's sleeping peacefully. Yeah, she's happy. She's a happy girl. Hang on a minute.
Ah, just a little kick.
It's her leg kicking. Probably dreaming of chasing squirrels. Okay. Right, I'm going to head off, gents, because I've got lots of work to do today.
Have fun with
yeah,
that.
so, yeah, good luck and...
Good luck.
Yeah, Swat, you streaming?
Yes.
I will host you up then, sir. Cool. All right, then. Well,
Alrighty.
thank you for your company and have a good morning. All right. See ya.
Yeah, fun at work.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Right. Oh, thank you, Baldwin, Light Reaper, and Mar Daystro. Thank you, all of you. Right, so before I go then, so please know that on the YouTube side of things, I'm working on... Right, so last weekend, not last weekend, the weekend before, the patrons and the Twitch subscribers voted for a video essay, so an opinion piece on a survival game from 2014 called The Forest. The Forest was strange. It was good, but at the same time, its development had many peculiarities that I wanted to talk about, specifically to do with the way in which they built a story retroactively onto an early access game, not defined by the lack of a story, but, well, a genre that's generally defined by the lack of, developer control. So, I'm working on putting together a script. I'm still working on the structure, and I've been working on it for about seven days, I think. So please bear with me. My wall is a collage of post-it notes of individual things that I'm trying to go through to keep it all sort of making sense in my head. And I need to go and transfer that and also finish that and then transfer that into a script. So that's my plan this week. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, folks. Right. 1 second. Let's have a look. So where's Swat? Is he going? Oops. Rust really doesn't like being minimized. Hold on a second. Okay. Right, let me hand you over to... Let me hand you over to Swat, who's still doing some Rust. Thank you again, folks. Have a lovely evening and... have a lovely morning, and hope to see you soon.